Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. If you've been scrolling through social media lately, you've absolutely seen them. Those viral videos where creators promise just massive weekly incomes for remote nighttime jobs, specifically transcription work. But, what's the actual reality behind these clips? Well, today we're going to break down these viral claims and give you a real, practical, step-by-step roadmap to starting a transcription side hustle. Whether you're looking for just a few extra bucks or a serious part-time gig, we are stripping away the hype and looking right at the facts. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. First up, the transcription income hook. Then, navigating the application process, followed by choosing your career track. After that, starting with zero experience, and finally, we'll end with the reality check.
Section 1. The transcription income hook.
You've definitely seen the flashy captions, right? Remote jobs you can do at night, or make money from home. These videos are literally flooding our timelines with incredibly bold financial claims about what looks like simple typing work. And the appeal is obvious. All you really need is a computer, Wi-Fi, and a little spare time. But let's look at the actual numbers being thrown around by these creators. $7,900. No way, right? Yes, you heard that correctly. That is the maximum monthly income claim floating around in some of these viral videos for working just 30 hours a week. It sounds almost too good to be true. And as a beginner, seeing a number like that, it makes you want to quit your day job immediately. But before you hand in your notice, we really need to unpack the specific math and terminology behind these claims.
Now, what's really interesting about this breakdown is where these massive totals actually come from. Let's look at the exact numbers these creators are quoting. Ariana claims that 15 hours a week yields around $3,600 a month. Another source, RP Replay, says 15 hours gets you $3,900, and a 30-hour week scales all the way up to that massive $7,900 mark. The math they're using here assumes you are getting paid absolutely top dollar, anywhere from $45 to $360 for every single hour you work. But there is a huge catch in the specific wording they use.
And that catch is the audio hour. Listen, this is the single most critical concept for any beginner to understand. The platform doesn't pay you for the time you sit at your desk in real life. No, they pay you per hour of recorded material that you transcribe. So, if an audio file is exactly 1 hour long, you get paid the quoted rate for that specific file. It doesn't matter if it takes you 2 hours to type it out, or 5 hours because you're hunting and pecking at the keyboard trying to find the letter J, it's all the same payout. For a total beginner, a single audio hour takes significantly more real time to complete. So those viral calculations that assume you can just blast through 30 audio hours in a standard 30-hour work week, yeah, they aren't exactly realistic for someone just starting out.
Section 2. Navigating the application process.
So how do you actually make this happen? Well, the viral videos basically all point to one specific platform, dailytranscription.com. And the process is incredibly straightforward, so I'll act as your guide right here. First, just head over to their website. Don't get bogged down in the main menus. Instead, you want to scroll all the way down to the very bottom footer of the homepage. Look over to the right-hand side, and you'll see a link that says Become a Freelancer. Click that. It literally is that simple to find the application page where they're currently seeking remote workers to fill flexible 10 to 30-hour schedules.
Section 3. Choosing your career track.
And this brilliantly illustrates your options. Once you hit apply, you'll notice they aren't just hiring for one generic typing role. Daily Transcription actually has multiple, distinct positions available, and you need to choose the track that best fits your current skill level. On one hand, you have general transcribing. If you are a total beginner, this is absolutely your easiest entry point. It's flexible, it's fully remote, and it's strictly deadline-based, meaning you can easily do it quietly at night. On the other hand, you have legal or AI editing. Now, these tracks require specialization and experience, but they are exactly where those top-tier earnings come from, hitting $330 or more per audio hour.
Beyond general, legal, and AI, our sources also note there are a few other highly specific niches available on the platform. Medical transcribers are really in demand, as well as roles for continuity and spotting list transcribers. If you already happen to have a background in the medical field or the entertainment industry, these might just be the perfect fit for flexible, quiet work. But what if you have absolutely zero background at all?
Section 4. Starting with zero experience.
Listen, it's completely normal to experience a bit of beginner anxiety here. You might be looking at a transcription job and thinking, I type way too slowly, or I don't know the first thing about formatting. The good news? The platform actually anticipates this. Here is your exact beginner's roadmap. First, head straight to the platform's Just Getting Started section, which walks you right through the basics. If you're still feeling totally lost, Daily Transcription offers their own courses, and multiple sources note that they actually directly hire graduates of these programs. You also want to use their resources to assess your current typing speed. And when you finally apply and take their assessment, remember this golden rule. They value accuracy over absolutely everything else. So take your time and answer carefully.
We also found across our sources that you don't actually have to pay full price for the gear and training if you do decide to invest in them. Several social media creators offer discount codes ranging from 10% to 20% off items like the Ultimate Transcriber Bundle, professional software, AI tools, and even hardware setups. Now, while we aren't endorsing any specific creator here, it's for sure worth checking the captions of these viral videos to grab a discount code and speed up your learning curve.
Section 5. The reality check. Let's see how this all builds together. We've talked about the sky-high income claims, the easy application process, and exactly how beginners can learn the ropes. But now it's time to ground this entire narrative in the practical, everyday realities of transcription work. So, the crucial point is summarized perfectly by creator Rosanna Call in her own post disclaimer. She states, "This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Everyone's results with this will vary based on the time, effort, and the consistency that you decide to put into it." That is the honest truth that so often gets buried under all the viral math. Earning those massive numbers isn't automatic, it's highly dependent on your personal output.
To put it simply, succeeding at this side hustle takes genuine hard work and dedication. As a beginner, it requires a real willingness to learn the software and aggressively improve your typing speed. The job demands incredibly high accuracy and forces you to adhere to strict deadlines. You really can't just flake out once you accept a file. The major upside, however, as noted by the sources, is that payouts happen weekly, which provides fantastic cash flow if you're willing to put in the consistent effort.
So what does this all mean for you? Are you ready to trade your spare time for audio hours? Now that you know the huge difference between a regular hour and an audio hour, and you've seen the very real work it takes to hit those viral income numbers, you have a choice to make. Is the flexibility of a quiet, nighttime transcription job the right side hustle for your lifestyle? Take what you've learned here, weigh the effort against the reward, and decide for yourself. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.